In today's video, we are going to look at my top 5 cryptocurrencies for this cycle. You have thousands of cryptos. Majority of them are a scam, to be honest. They don't have much usage. But the ones I'm going to speak about, they have revenue, they solve big problems, and I think whatever time it takes to go to the bull market, I think these 5 coins will do very well long term. So let's go into it. First of all, Tau Tensor. So this is a decentralized infrastructure layer that incentivizes the creation of amazing AI. It is fairly launched like Bitcoin. You have 3 kinds of participants. You have miners that actually provide really good AI models. You have validators that access the quality of these models. And then you have subnets that are like decentralized companies that propose a problem, and then these miners, through the incentivization of Tau, they try to provide the best solution. So in the Tau Tensor, you have around 70 something subnets at the moment, and you can invest in all of them. So big ecosystem just starting. You already have some subnets outperforming centralized AI. So for me, Tau is the most useful project because the future of AI is decentralized, and DeepSeek proved that. So I think Tau is positioning itself as the best crypto and with the most future, because AI is the most disruptive technology we ever had. So let's look into the chart. Tau is currently at 276. It's in a downtrend. It only shifts if we start closing above 500. Above 300, I call this a change of character, where price is starting to show some signs of bullishness. So in terms of chart wise, still bearish. Above 314 becomes slightly bullish. Above 500 breaks structure, and we have way ahead to go to 1000, 1500, I think, even this year. So fundamentally, one of the best. Chart wise is similar to many altcoins, not doing very well, but because it's a project for long term, doesn't matter to me. If we look at the second day time frame, you can see that the last few times that Tau came into this level right here, so this one here as well, and we have this one around 60. Tau always had big moves. So from here it went from 50 to 400. Again, when it was around 200, it went to almost 800, and we are in the same place in terms of momentum indicator, also at range lows. So in my opinion, this is one of the best times to accumulate Tau for long term. Short term, you don't know what's going to happen, but long term, looking at what's being built here, I think has the potential to be top 5, even top 3. I think has more utility than even Ethereum. So chart wise, still some things to do. Fundamentally, I think one of the strongest projects. So now let's look into my second biggest conviction, Sui. So Sui is a layer 1, uses Move language that is more target for developers. Also is very fast, very cheap. Is one of the few competitors to Solana, which is also one of my main picks. Very complete layer 1 for transactions, for gaming, for developer experience. It's one of the best. In terms of chart, also looks very good. We are in a bearish momentum, but if you look actually at the weekly, Sui went from 54 cents to $5 in 4 months. So Sui looks very good. I think is going to be one of the best performing assets this cycle. Has a big market cap, but also is safer for me than majority. Lots of TVL, is I think top 10 in terms of total value locked. The chart also looks interesting. Is one of the few coins that even Solana developers say is really good. So Sui for me, my second biggest conviction. I think if we really have a really good bull market, I could see Sui 10x from here. 5 to 10x. My thirdest biggest conviction is Solana. So Solana is a safe one. You are not going to make insane gains, but if Bitcoin does 2 times, I think Solana easily goes to 500. So can do a 4 to 5x from here. I think is very safe money, is one of the biggest ecosystems, if not the one that has the most developers, is winning against Ethereum in many categories. So for me, in terms of developers, really good technology, one of the fastest layer ones in the crypto space. So for me, Solana also is very safe. So Solana and Sui for me are my top picks for layer ones, for AI, DAO. Then of course you have Bitcoin, that I also think should be part of the portfolio, because it does an average of 50 to 100%. Is digital gold in terms of institutions, is the largest and the most known cryptocurrency, and it's just starting. You're gonna have countries actually adopting Bitcoin. I would say even this year you have the government of USA speaking very well about Bitcoin, adding Bitcoin to their strategic reserve. So Bitcoin also I think should be part of your portfolio, especially while Bitcoin dominance is so high. I would recommend to have Bitcoin on your portfolio. So Bitcoin, Tau, Sui, Solana, and last one, Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid I also think is a really interesting project. Hyperliquid is a decentralized exchange. Instead of relying on Coinbase or Binance to do trades and invest, you actually use a decentralized alternative. You had traders and big investors, whales, doing positions of 300 million. So actually you can use a decentralized exchange like Hyperliquid. They have really good revenue. I think even $1 million a month, 2 million. So in terms of revenue, I think Hyperliquid has a clear path. It solves a problem. All these coins solve big problems in my opinion. Solana for consumers, for retail, really fast, cheap. Sui competes with Solana, is an alternative to Solana, and that has some aspects of their technology that is better. It scales better in my opinion than Solana. You have Tau, that is infinite use cases. You can have thousands of subnets, and these subnets can become really amazing. Tau could be like Google, and the subnets are like the applications. Bitcoin, of course, digital gold, and then you have Hyperliquid, a replacement for Coinbase and Binance. Of course, centralized exchanges are going to be here, but something like Hyperliquid makes a lot of sense to me. I always thought that the decentralized exchange will do very well, and Hyperliquid is showing that. So chart-wise, also I think we have a bottom for Hyperliquid around 12. Also depends on Bitcoin. Above $18, I think we're gonna run to previous range, which is around 20 something dollars, between 20 and 26. If we reclaim this range, I think we're gonna have another attempt of 27, which has a lot of resistance. But these are my top picks for this bull market. These are coins that I could hold for 5 years. Of course, I'm trading and investing, but as a spot investment, I think with these 5, you are going to make money. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much, and thank you for the support.